Hi, my name is Doug, and in this Lens Studio tutorial we'll be demonstrating how to use the Interactive Path template. The Interactive Path template is built on top of the Interactive Tap template with additional functionality allowing a user to draw a path with their finger on a surface having an animated object or character follow along. If you're not familiar with the Interactive Tap template, see our link to our internal documentation and tutorial below. First, open Lens Studio and choose the Interactive Path template. This will load the template into Studio. The template comes with some content set up to give you an idea of how the lens might look once you have your content hooked up. To begin, we'll first locate the placeholder object with the label Replace Me and delete it. We'll do the same for the content in the Resources view with the label Remove Me. Now we're ready to import our content. To import your content, you can right-click in the Objects panel and select Import. A dialog box will appear. From here, you'll need to find your FBX that you exported from your 3D package. Next, we'll drag our newly imported object in the Objects view under our World Object Controller. This will parent it to the object. The World Object Controller handles the moving around, scaling, and rotation of the animated object in the world. The template is designed to use for animation, but this isn't a requirement. You can already see your object moving around without any animations. There may be some cases where you want an object to follow a path and have no animations play. For this template, we'll be using a PBR material. To create a new PBR material, navigate to the Resources panel and right-click to bring up the pop-up menu. Then choose Add New, Material, PBR. Next, we'll import the textures that we used when making our 3D object. Right-click again in the Resources tab and choose Add, Import Files. From here, you'll browse to your textures and import all of them by selecting them. Now we'll connect all the imported textures to the appropriate fields for the newly created PBR material. Once this is done, we can select our PBR material as the material to be used for our object's 3D mesh. As a tip, you can find the usage of any current materials imported with your FBX file that are applied to meshes. This will select all meshes with that material applied, allowing you to easily swap it out and set any shadow casting and receiving parameters if you'd like. Since we're bringing in new content, we'll need to fill out our idle anim and tap anim parameters just as we would in the tap template, so we'll quickly fill these out based on our new content. Just as we did in the tap template, we'll fill in our idle animation layer data and our tap animation data with the appropriate information. Now that we have our World Object Controller set up with the idle and tap animation info, let's move on to the Follow Path Anim object. This script controls all of the path drawing and character locomotion. First, select the Follow Path Anim Scene object. You'll want to focus on the section labeled Path Animation Settings. Enter the names of the animation you'd like to use for the object as it moves along the path in the field labeled Path Anim Layer. Next, enter the name of the animation you'd like to use when the object reaches the end of the path in the field labeled Arrive Anim Layer. Lastly, you'll want to adjust how fast your character moves. To do this, find the move speed value in the section labeled Path Move Settings. You can enter whatever value feels right for your object or character. The template has two materials that have been created for drawing the path. The first material is labeled Arrow Draw. This material is applied to the path while the user is drawing the path. The second material is labeled Arrow and is applied to the path once the drawing is complete. You can edit these materials with custom textures to change what the path will look like. For more information on these materials, see our guide information below. Finally, let's preview our lens in Snapchat. To do this, click Pair Your Device in the top right corner of Lens Studio. Then, open Snapchat and scan the provided snap code. Make sure your device and computer are on the same Wi-Fi network. Depending on your network, this may take up to 30 seconds to connect. Once Snapchat and Lens Studio are connected, press the Push Lens to Device button. Now you can preview your lens inside of Snapchat. This lens is now ready for submission. For more information on submitting your lens, follow the submission guide in the Lens Studio documentation. Have fun creating unique and interesting experiences in Snapchat with Lens Studio, and thanks for watching.